Jayadvaitachandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jayadvaitachandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi-Lila, 99, text number 99 to 102. Start with the one which has the purport. 102. Aniya Krishnera Karon Kirtana Sancharan Tabe se Advaita Nama Safala Mara. Aniya Krishnera Karon Kirtana Sancharan Tabe se Advaita Nama Safala Amara. Aniya Krishnera Karon Kirtana Sanchara Tabe se Advaita Nama Safala Mara. What meaning? Aniya, bringing, Krishnera, Lord Krishna, Karon, I make, Kirtana, chanting of the holy name, Sanchara, advent, Tabe, then, say, this, Advaita, non-dual, Nama, name, Safala, fulfill, Amara, my. Translation purport by His Divine Guest Abhay Charanara and the Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. We read from 99 onwards. 99. Advaita Acharya thought, if Sri Krishna were to appear as an incarnation, he himself could preach devotion by his personal example. 100. In this age of Kali, there is no religion other than the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. But how in this age will the Lord appear as an incarnation? 101. I shall worship Krishna in a purified state of mind. I shall constantly petition him in humbleness. 102. My name Advaita will be fitting if I am able to induce Krishna to inaugurate the movement of the chanting of the holy name. Purport. The non-dualistic Mayavad philosopher who falsely believes that he is non-different from the Lord is unable to call him like Advaita Prabhu. Advaita Prabhu is non-different from the Lord, but in his relationship with the Lord, he does not merge with him, but eternally renders service unto him as a plenary portion. This is inconceivable for Mayavadis because they think in terms of mundane perception and therefore think that non-dualism necessitates losing one's separate identity. It is clear from this verse, however, that Advaita Prabhu, although retaining his separate identity, is non-different from the Lord. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached the philosophy of inconceivably simultaneous oneness with the Lord and difference from him. Conceivable dualism and monism are conceptions of the imperfect senses, which are unable to reach the transcendence because the transcendence is beyond the conception of limited potency. The actions of Sri Advaita Prabhu, however, give tangible proof of inconceivable non-dualism. One who therefore surrenders unto Sri Advaita Prabhu can easily follow the philosophy of inconceivable simultaneous dualism and monism. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnanam Janashalakaya Chakshurun Militam Nena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति यत्कृपातमहं। Hare Krishna. Welcome to all the devotees. Today's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita class. I would like to seek blessings of all the assembled Vaishnavas. I don't know many of the names, but I know they are all practicing for years. They are setting an amazing example for the devotee community. How one is like continuously practicing how we can perfect the life, without external distractions. This particular shloka is mentioning about Advaita Acharya's intention and intensity to bring Lord Chaitanya to this material world. Because as per the Bhagavatam and Prahlad Maharaj teachings, we see that Lord is called Triyugi. He comes in only in 3 yugas. Then the same question comes in the many philosophical, when we read all the books of Srila Prabhupada, time and again this question comes. If he is a 3 yugi, how he came in Kali Yuga, which is the 4th yuga? Then the answer given, that he comes in a Channa avatar. He comes as a devotee. The reason, like we know that Lord Krishna gave Gita philosophy in 5000 years ago, but not everybody was able to take it to that level, like seriously or sincerely. So then Lord, he came himself to set an example as a devotee how we should practice that. So as a part of it, Lord Advaita Acharya is our one of the Panchatattva member, that where he took the initiative to bring Lord Chaitanya to this material world. So that's how we are all so fortunate that we have this entire philosophy of Srila Prabhupada, whatever he gave, because of the seed was brought by the Advaita Acharya. Now many times when the lecturer gives a lecture, the speaker gives a lecture, in the end there are question and answers. If some question is asked to the speaker, so he doesn't know the answer. Sometimes somebody asks question, I don't know the answer. So then there are 2 ways we answer, but it's like Brahmastra. One A is that we can say it is inconceivable. The question he asked, it is inconceivable. You can't just understand. So that is the one answer. Another answer is that it happened in different kalpa. It happened in different, a day of Brahma. So they are, it's very easy to reconcile, because, then there is no argument. You can just say it happened some other kalpa. It's done. So that is how this philosophy we use very nicely. That simultaneously one and different. So then the concept of Srila Prabhupada explained the concept of impersonalism. So as soon as person like me hears impersonalism, immediately Mayavad, light, and all the set of Mayavadis and all these things come to our mind. But is it like impersonalism only in the philosophy or somewhere else? So I just thought of checking myself when I read the purport, that I talked to some devotees. He said there is so much impersonalism within us. So externally, there is impersonalism. So that's why there is something called 2 things. One is called impersonalism as ideology and impersonalism as a behavior. There are 2 different aspects of the same word. So what is impersonalism and ideology? All of you know. So what is the conflict between Vaishnavas and so-called Mayavadis? Mayavadis say that as per the Gita Shloka 14.7, they say Brahmano hi pratishtaham. So what they define is that Lord Krishna, Rama, whoever, they came from Brahman. And Vaishnavas are personally say that no, Krishna's body, the Brahman effulgence comes. This is the conflict. One say
Brahman is the origin and Krishna is the whatever product of it. And the Vaishnavas say, no, from the body of the Krishna, the effulgence is coming out. This is the two different arguments. So finally, Lord is personal or impersonal? Which is correct? All of you are read very nice. This is, I don't ask many questions, but one question. Yeah, is he personal or impersonal? Are you are so intelligent? All are telling. Yeah, he is both. He is not just personal or impersonal, he is both. That is called Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti Sabhyate. So Bhagavatam gives the understanding of absolute truth as the personalized, he is the Brahman, effulgence of the Lord, and he is a localized Paramatma, and he is what? The personality of Godhead who is in Golok Vrindavan, Krishna. So today, yeah, we are very expert in terms of defeating the Mayavad, how the other person is Mayavadi and I am a Krishna is person. So, but I would like to focus on something of impersonalism within our own personality. Is there any impersonalism anyway? Because anything like we say the parrot, you teach parrot, you tell them something, it repeats nicely. You tell Hare Krishna, it will also chant Hare Krishna, So because whatever you teach, it will repeat. Then what is the difference between a devotee chanting Hare Krishna and a parrot chanting Hare Krishna? Because parrot may not be knowing, we understand that, it may not be knowing what is the meaning of Hare Krishna. You teach them anything, you say good morning, it will every day say good morning. It doesn't differentiate whatever you teach. For a devotee, he understands, yes, impersonalism not just outside, but I have to heal it within inside also. So that's why we say there are three aspects of it. Impersonalism we consciously refute, like Mayavad philosophy or anything. The second is impersonalism, which we unconsciously reinforce. We do that, we defeat everybody around us, but something impersonal we we reinforce. And third is how Lord is also acting as very personally. Some examples of we will see how Lord Krishna and Rama, how they act. So you already saw the conflict. What is that 14.7 Gita's verdict? Brahmanohi pratishtaham, that slokam 14.27. So what is the definition of impersonalism in behavioral means? Impersonal behavior means we treat other person mechanically. That means ye aadmi aata hai, so we treat them like that. Suppose somebody comes in the dress which we don't generally wear. That means he is a non-devotee. Because he is not wearing the same dress as what I am wearing. So this is called mechanical judgment or stamping on the other person. That how I just I don't consider whether we don't even talk to him. But devotees and non-devotees, we made some kind of judgmental platform from which we deal with them. I give a very nice example of analogy. Sometime, suppose our mobile network is not working or something happened to our laptop, we call customer care. So what happens? It will say, press 1 for this, press 2 for this, press 3 for this. That is the one. That also is irritating. So what they did, now they changed it. Now they made somebody's chatbot. It asks, may I know what you want today? Then you answer something. Then he says, okay, if you understand, okay, I will take the next one. Suppose it doesn't understand, it says, I am just learning. No, please, be more specific. What do you want? This is how it responds if you talk to it. And we get irritated because we want to talk to the person. Because the customer care person understands that what we need exactly. But chatbot, it will always ask so many questions, like this or like that. We get irritated. What I want to drive the point is that impersonalism is actually very much even disturb us when we deal with it. Like when we deal with any kind of such type of automatic reply systems, it's not easy. SriSriRadhaRasbihariTemple ki jai, Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Shri Sitaram Lakshman ki jai. So that is the problem with impersonalism. So just like we don't like dealing with this mechanical behavior, so other persons also when we deal mechanically, they also get irritated with this. That is what we generally try to impose. So then what happens is that when we try to put this judgment of they are impersonalist or they are whatever, so then it reduces everything to their philosophy. Like, if he is impersonalist means he is not good. If he is not a non-devotee, means he is not good. So we identify the that philosophy as the personality himself. I'll give you an opposite example to make you understand easier. Like when Srila Prabhupada, when he went to US for preaching, first he went to he went to many places, but he met with one impersonalist. Do you remember the name of the person? Yeah, Mishra Yoga, right? Mishra Yoga. So yoga studio, Mishra Yoga studio. That Prabhupada was staying there. Then you see, it is written Lilamrut, and even Giriraj Maharaj many times tells that they used to argue very much, Srila Prabhupada and Mishra ji. But Prabhupada used to cook prasadam for him and give him prasadam and used to talk like normal. Other time they are so like a friends. So what he said, Prabhupada said, yes, philosophically we differ, but culturally we are friends. That means the same culture we came up. So culturally we are friends. Philosophically we differ. So that is the Srila Prabhupada himself set this example in his own life, that how even if you see that Sally Agarwal home also, it's not that they are they are eating something which is not eaten by Prabhupada, but Prabhupada was not judging them, right? You see that we know the pastime, but Prabhupada was very compassionate with the children of the Sally Agarwal and everybody. So that is the Acharyas are giving the example. When we just judge people based on their philosophical understanding, then we lose them completely. हमारा हाथ से complete बाहर चला जाएगा. So then what is the next step we do? First, what we do? We try to reduce them as objects of only philosophy. So we should not do that. The reason is that the person is it like somebody atheist? Can he be good or bad? Somebody atheist is good, is completely bad. Can he have any kind of qualities? Good qualities कुछ हो सकता है? Just like an example, very easy to relate to all of us. Suppose somebody has to go to undergo surgery. So we search the surgeon. So he went to the best surgeon in the city or whatever. You go to surgeon and you ask him, what did you eat in the morning? Will you ask such question? आपने क्या खाया सुबह में? हमने पूछता नहीं. We don't ask what is his habit, whether he drinks or smokes or what he eats. We don't even ask. Only with one thing we inquire is that whether he knows surgery properly or not. Or you go by somebody who is not a smoking, you ask the doctor, if you are a smoker, I will not take surgery from you. We don't do that, right? Somebody may not be a smoker, but he is not a half surgeon. मतलब मेरा जैसा आधा कहा सिलाई कर देगा. So we don't go to such surgeon who is not an expert in his field. So that means, or we appoint advocates, or we appoint chartered accountants, big officers. We don't judge them the category of whether what type of habits he has. We only judge them whether he is expert in the field which we are going for him. Is it not? So that means we ourselves are not discarding anybody when we need them. I am repeating it. We are not discarding somebody when we need them. Our work. हमको कुछ काम है. ISKCON का काम है या personal काम है. We don't discard anybody based on that like his caste or creed or religion. But when it comes to philosophy, we are we judge them that they are not good people, they are this and that. So this is the difference. This is our dualistic mind. तो हमको जब जरूरत है हम एक जैसा behave करें, when जरूरत नहीं है तो दूसरा जैसा behave करें. So that's why that is actually creates a turmoil within us actually. So somebody may say, Prabhu, you are becoming so sentimental that you are not. You should understand philosophically they are different. They are Mayavadis or they are materialists, whatever you can say. So then what is the difference between being a sentimental person and being a sensitive person? कुछ फर्क है? Is there any difference? Just becoming sentimental, okay, we should say love all, everybody is good. Is it a sentimental philosophy, or are we being sensitive to the person? So one devotee gave a very nice analogy or example. Like that devotee got a lot of health problem. Like last 6 months he has been giving a lot of blood test. So kabhi what happens? So many blood tests has to happen. The entire our hands, everywhere hole is there. Because the blood has taken so many times to determine what is the disease. इतना बार लेता है कि इतना बार पूरा होल बन जाता है. So that nurse, the other time, next time, after 6 months when he went again for blood test, the nurse was searching his entire hand. अरे कहाँ पे से ले blood कहाँ से लूँ? Because there is no place remaining. Everywhere there is holes of the syringe. Then the devotee thought that nurse searched for 6-7 minutes. She was searching where to take blood. Then the devotee thought, why you are searching? Because I don't want to cause extra pain. Already you are feeling problem. But if I take from the same hole where the earlier blood has taken, then it may cause more problem for you. So that means the nurse can be just like any other person. Okay, अभी मेरा duty क्या है? मेरे को blood लेना है. मैं निकालूंगा उनको भेजूंगा. अगला next. So this is called mechanical behavior. And but just giving that few minutes of extra time to not to cause hurt to the patient is what? Sensitivity. Another nurse or another compounder may be there. He'll say, "Arey, why should I take blood at all? छोड़ दो इनको. इनके इतना already holes है." That means don't even take the blood. That is what? It is like other type. It's like sentimentalism. I don't even want to take blood. So we have like you take a pendulum. We have sensitivity, like with sensible sensitivity in the middle. One is the just mechanical behavior. Just आया ब्लड लिया निकाल दिया जाओ. प्रभु जी बहुत दर्द आ रहा है. कभी कभी समटाइम इसे अरे how did he put injection? He put like a bimes or buffalo. He just passes like this and takes the blood. So much dard aa raha hai. But sometimes some doctor does injection. We don't even know that he has done the injection. So amazing actually. There are two different types of doctors. So this is a different witness. So we can be a devotee who can be like koi bhi aaya. I read about Mayavad. You are Mayavad. You are this. You are that. You are that. Like you read 10-20 aspects of Mayavada, you download everything. Just like you download, sometimes there is some file you take from the Google, you download our lectures or whatever and put it. So similarly, when we find some Mayavadi, we see them in the target of downloading our philosophy. So many times I saw they become very enthusiastic. Inko kaisa kar convince karna hai ki how your Mayavadam is incorrect. So then actually the enthusiasm is good, but जैसा बोलते हैं जोश होना चाहिए. जोश के साथ होश भी होना चाहिए. We should have like enthusiasm के साथ what we are actually doing. Are we really serving the person or we are really taking away from Krishna? उसका I will analyze little bit in this direction. Suppose we were enthusiastic to convince him about our philosophy of you should chant everything. See, in general people are by default like they are in their own world of sense enjoyment, whatever you can say. So when they do some meditation, they hear some Baba, some yogi, they get some spiritual experience. So they come searching to ISKCON or other temple. Arey, let me learn more about spirituality. Ye kaam kar sakta hai. Then our devotee who is neophyte preacher, he catches him. And then he tells, Arey, this Baba is bad, this book is gone, this is that. And this fellow tells so much. Then that fellow says, Arey, I did this meditation, I am feeling some happiness. And you are saying it is wrong? You are understanding? So then that means you are trying to impose your philosophy, not understanding the situation of the person. Just, you are a impersonalist, I should, that is wrong philosophy. You should change your philosophy. So that's why many times some people come, very good people, but they don't want, Hare, kabhi nahi aana hai. Because they catch some type of people. If the mature devotee is there, so what he does, he understands, okay, this is what, he'll ask, okay, what did you read? What did you understand? He just says that, book ka naam mat pucho. What you understood, you ask him. And another thing is that if you see the generic observation is that the hardcore Mayavadis who tell that God is impersonal, everybody should be impersonalistic, or nobody should be personalistic, they are very few in number. But most of the people are taken away by the impersonalistic understanding. There are two different people, you understand? Somebody may be hardcore materialist, he just want, everybody should be impersonal, no personalism. But most of the people are not like this. They might have heard, okay, it's good, light, Lord is light, we should go into the light. Something like that they heard, it felt okay. Kuch to, I get something spiritual feeling. So this category is largely, large number. So that's why if the person who is coming to Krishna, searching for a further spiritual advancement, if suppose you say that his philosophical understanding of Mayavad himself is a hindrance, that may not be that much hindrance than our enthusiasm to convince him about our philosophy without understanding what he understood. So I repeat, that means that somebody might have come with understanding more about Krishna, ISKCON, chanting, because they got some spiritual experience. But without going to that aspect, we just go and bombard with our philosophy and say that whatever your understanding is incorrect. Then he will directly go, he will not come to Krishna, he will go away actually. So instead of we being preaching, we are doing anti-preaching. So, because we are not matured enough or not trained enough. So that's why we should stop seeing people as objects of downloading what we know. So the problem, downloading means like that example I gave of chatbot. You ask anything, it will answer the same type only because it knows that much only. अब हमारा ड्यूटी कभी कभी क्या, अब कोई क्वेश्चन पूछो वही जवाब देता है. अरे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, जस्ट चैंट हरे कृष्णा, एवरीथिंग विल बी टेकन केयर. That is how it happens. So somebody may laugh like this, but I will tell you a very nice example of this from Gita, in Mahabharata. We know Arjuna heard entire Bhagavad-gita just before the war. So on 13th day, when Arjuna came back to the camp of Pandavas, everybody is morose. Everybody is morose and everybody is like, head niche gira hua hai, something, everybody is so morose. Then Arjuna starts asking Yudhishthira, what happened? Why, everybody is making morose? Then Arjuna was informed that Abhimanyu was killed. Then what, ideally Gita, if you just heard a few hours before, a few days before, like class you heard, then what ideally Arjuna should do? Sthitadhir Muni. He is like balanced person. He is equally poised in both sukha and dukkha. If he is not elated when he got happiness, or depressed when he got misery. So he should be balanced, no? You know what Arjuna did? Yes? Any answers? He lashes out all the other brothers, Pandava brothers. He chastises them. Are you have this ornament, what is it called? All your weapons, are they some jewelry? You are decorating with, we decorate with jewelry, Lord, we decorate. The ornaments are your jewelry or they are working? Kaam kar rahe, nahi kar rahe? Four people, 4 Pandavas are there. You could not protect my son? It's a big shame. Like that, he criticizes, chastises, up and down. Then Krishna is standing on the corner. He comes, after his chastisement is over, he comes. He tells, Arjuna, what ideally? I told you Bhagavad-gita. He did not say that. Krishna did not say that. I told you in Bhagavad-gita, this type of situation will come. That, Tam Tatishkwasa Bharata. Itna, aapko Bharata बोल के इतना समझाया. But आप समझते नहीं. He did not give 1 hour more lecture. That, I think you did not understand the class 1. I will revise karta hu. He did not say that. What did he say? He said, you see Arjuna, these all your brothers sitting here, they are equally or more than you are aggrieved at death of Abhimanyu because they themselves could not protect. You see that they are so much guilty feeling that, we could not protect Abhimanyu. It's a young warrior. So they are already feeling very much, sad in their heart. Now you come and you just, give left, right, center for them and then they will feel more aggrieved. You should act, he did not say philosophical class. It's not a philosophical class. It's becoming humanly. He is taking a human platform and dealing with them humanly. He is not saying that, अरे आपको philosophy नहीं समझता है, दूसरा class बताता हूँ. He did not say that. So that means the Lord himself acted very much in personal way many times. Not that he just told philosophy, I told you this. So if you see Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are so many examples. We say we have Lord Ram here. Lord Ram also, when Vibhishan came, what is it? From Lanka. What did he say? I want to surrender to you. Then what Lord Ram says? He will ask all his ministers or other monkeys, the chief monkeys. So what they said? Most of the monkeys, they said, Hare, don't accept. He's a spy. I think Ravana might have sent him because he is brother. So he has relation with that, demons. So we should not accept him. But what Hanuman said, the pastime. But Lord Ram says very famous shloka in the entire Ramayana, one of the most famous I like. Sakriteva prapanyoyam tavasmi iti yachate abhayam sarvada tasmai dadami etad vartam mama. Lord Ram says this, that Sakriteva prapanyoyam. Forget about Vibhishan. Even if Ravan comes and says that, Lord Ram, I want to surrender to you. I will give abhayam sarvada tasmai. Sarvada means all the time. Har samay, I give abhayam. That dadhami etad vratam mama. This is my vratam. Vratam means this is my vow. Like, says, this is my vow that, I want, I give shelter to anybody who comes, even once, as this thing. So, I will tell one more practical thing in our own life, what happens. Suppose I do some mistake. Then, I think in my own mind, actually, I might have thought so many times. I think, Lord should excuse me. मैंने गलती किया है, but भगवान मेरे को माफ कर देगा. क्यों? Because Krishna is Saragrahi. He always is good in others, in us. So he should excuse me. मेरे को कुछ बुरा नहीं मानना है. मैंने गलती किया है, but Lord should accept, my good and he just neglect my bad. But the same thing when other devotee does for us. So do we take the same stand? That we should, okay, he did a lot of good things, but he did something here and there, we should forgive him and encourage him not to repeat. Do we take the same stand? I don't think so. At least I am finding difficulty. So this is the difference, how the Lord deals with the devotees and how a practicing sadhaka, struggling sadhaka behaving. It's very difficult. We don't give that same type of excuse or benefit of doubt to that devotee. We always think that Lord should excuse me, devotee superior should excuse me. But I will not excuse. कोई गलती किया तो उनको I will take him for the task. So this is our mindset which we have to come out actually. So there are so many other examples. So that's why we should stop just judging people based on their externals. Rather, if you can do something to elevate them, bringing closer to Krishna. So what we have to do in our preaching, what is the strategy? I felt, after hearing from some devotees, that our strategy is not to find out the differences. आप ये करता है, आप meditation करता है ना, हम chanting करते हैं. आप ये करते हैं, हम ये करते हैं. This is the difference. Find out differences. No, we should not find differences. We should find a commonality. So that is the first thing. We should find commonality in our practice and try to, teach, upgrade him slowly. And then somebody, somebody just coming towards you, if you give them a higher spiritual experience, like suppose somebody did meditation, he got some good experience. But you teach them mantra meditation, you give them books of Srila Prabhupada, and then slowly you educate him. Then he may become a very good devotee. Because our problem is that we try judging them based on their philosophy or what they have done earlier, and we want to separate them. They cannot become devotees. We become obstacle in their practice of bhakti actually. So that's why the idea is that better we find commonality between us and try to bring him, strike the commonality aspect and bring him more closer to Krishna. That is the intelligence of a devotee or a preacher, right? So instead of using a word called non-devotee, we can use a word called non-practitioner. Why it is so? Jivera Swarupa hai Krishnera Nityadas. All living entities are by default servant of Krishna. We don't have any doubt in that. So, but the difference, what is the difference between we call practicing devotees, non-practitioners? That is how we can differentiate. Instead of devotees and non-devotees, we can have a categorization as practitioners and non-practitioners. That way, what happened? You are bringing them. Okay, you are not practicing. Let us come towards us, up our samne aayiye, I can teach you more, better, like that. So this is how, and we should never disrespect anybody. Not based on my class. It is what Mahaprabhu said. What? Trinadapi sunichena taroriva saishna. Many times we disrespect people based on their philosophical understanding. Oh, he is that understanding, so he is not correct. So what happened? Okay, disrespecting that may not feel offended, but we feel superiority complex. So the bhakti is so subtle, somebody is proud of being a devotee, that also can cause problem for his spiritual life. Somebody is, I am a devotee, he is non-devotee. That gives both boost aata hai. So that gives actually a lot of problem to our practicing. And then, sometime we will become very bad situation in future. So that's why we should not alienate. Alienate means, alien, we call concept word alien. Alien means somebody came from other planet. When you treat people with impersonalistic understanding, then we alienate them. We treat them, ISKCON, you are bahar ka aadmi hai. So that's how we treat them. Then they don't connect to us. They lose the opportunity to come closer to Krishna. Rather they go away and away. So that's why we should have find the commonality, bring them closer and appreciate and acknowledge what they are doing, and then give them the little bit better understanding. But first we should understand what is their status, what is their understanding. From that situation, better to give them more understanding. Rather than just imposing our philosophy. See, if you say your philosophy is incorrect, then that is unka mind shut ho jata hai. You will get, completely shut ho jati hai. They will not hear what you are telling also. And if you tell about holy name also, they will not hear. So that is the 9th offense. Preaching the glories of holy name to the non-devotees. That means what we are doing is that actually that person could be brought closer to Krishna, but our preaching we are taking him away because we are not giving our philosophy in a palatable way. So that's why Gita says a very nice shloka is about, what is the shloka which says about austerity of speech? Sorry? Anudvega karam vakyam satyam prayam hitam chayat. So that means Krishna is saying you should tell the truth. But हम बोलते हैं ना सत्य कड़वा है. सत्य कड़वा होता है ना, there कभी-कभी. It's very तीखा है, कड़वा, whatever. But कड़वा है, but कड़वा वे में क्यों बोलना है? It is truth is bitter, but why we should say bitterly? Can we say better way? The same truth, can we say in a better way? Instead of bitter way, better way. So instead of कड़वा सत्य को भी हम अच्छा बता सकते हैं, provided we are trained in that aspect of it actually. So that's just my understanding of this little shloka of impersonalism. Kindly forgive me if I offended anyone, but my thought and how I should come out of this treating devotees more respectfully, treating everybody, not judging others, not just take a superlative role of I am a devotee, I came from Vaikunta. I sometimes I feel I am the gift to the ISKCON. That sometimes such type of feelings are there in art. So this type of shlokas gives me as I want to grounded, become grounded, becoming in this, what our Shishtastakam is teaching, Mahaprabhu is teaching us. So that we have to imbibe in our life, so that we can go long way. Otherwise, ek do ball chakka marega, uske baad out ho jayenge. That is how generally people does. And I want to congratulate all the devotees of Juhu Yatra, that how nicely they are taking up the Srila Prabhupada book distribution, which Lord Chaitanya actually gave as Sankirtana movement. That is actual real Sankirtan, that Bruhat Mridanga. So all these devotees are actually going out and putting so many stalls. At least I don't know whether I am doing something, but I can express my happiness by seeing their amazing efforts. And may Srila Prabhupada and Acharyas bless them to fill the whole world with books. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Any comments or questions? Hare Krishna. हाँ Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्णा.
हरे कृष्ण.
मैं एक कमेंट करना चाहता हूँ. अभिमन्यु जो था वो सुभद्रा का बेटा था, वो कृष्णा की बहन थी. प्रभु चाहे तो उसको सुरक्षा कर सकते थे, रक्षा कर सकते थे, फिर भी क्यों नहीं किया, इसका कारण मैं बताऊंगा.
बताइए.
प्रभु इंद्र को चंद्र को बुलाया, बोला आपका योगदान क्या है, धर्म रक्षा के लिए महाभारत हो रहा है, आपका क्या है? तो बोला मेरा बेटा देता हूँ, लेकिन 16 वर्ष के बाद वो तुरंत मेरे पास वापस आना चाहिए। इसलिए प्रभु उसकी रक्षा नहीं की। प्रभु अगर रक्षा करते तो मारा नहीं जा सकता, बाकी पांडवों की और किसी की आवश्यकता ही नहीं थी। प्रभु जो करे वही सर्वोपरि है। राखे कृष्ण मारे के, मारे कृष्ण राखे के। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. And I just want to add, so even Uttara, Krishna did not protect the husband of Uttara, but when Parikshit was attacked, she was calling Krishna only, not that she was finding out alternative कोई है क्या, कृष्णा ज़्यादा काम नहीं किया इस बार, कोई और देवी देवता के पास जाऊँ क्या. She was not trying to find out कोई other alternative option नहीं ढूंढ रहे थे. She was calling Krishna only. So that is a devotee surrender actually.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisance.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I had a question. From 99 shlok we have just started, and from till ended to 102. So from 99 to 101, it was considered that what is the mood of Advaita Acharya. But now here in 102, it is wholly that the purport is also more exaggerated on impersonalism. So yes, we have this, as you have stated, a class on impersonalism. It's 834, whole on impersonalism. So somewhere it was coming like that कि हमें क्या नहीं करना है, that the thing comes कि impersonalism करना क्या है. So what is the mood of Advaita Acharya, इसके ऊपर मतलब हम लोग ने एक discussion नहीं हो पाया, that not came into that कि mood क्या है. तो at least कुछ तो मे बी आ सकता है कि हाँ कि ऐसे हमें भी भाव रखना चाहिए. So somewhere it was, ऐसा नहीं है कि
No, आप कमेंट कर रहे हैं तो अच्छा ही है.
I mean, I'm not commenting, but यही था कि मुझे और जानना था regarding Advaita Acharya कि क्या है उनका मूड भाव, और स्पेशली फ्रॉम चैतन्य भागवत एज वेल ना, तो वहाँ पे भी उनके बारे में बहुत कुछ वर्णन है.
Actually, the class is not, today is not the last class on Advaita Acharya, and our next Monday आइए, फिर प्रभु जी किसी और अमेजिंग स्पीकर को देंगे, वो और ज़्यादा ग्लोरीज बताएंगे. And I want to say, so thing is that when you give the class, it depends on the speaker what he cherishes and what he wants to practice. So somehow I feel, in my own life, I feel that whatever philosophy is that, how that comes to ground level reality in my day-to-day practice, how it comes. Okay, I hear glories, I hear pastime, but I always look at every shloka, whatever I can. I hear very little, I read very little, but whatever I read, I bring it to my own understanding, because at my own stage, whatever I am a neophyte person. I don't want to be bigger. I want to be a good devotee. So how this shloka relates to me, I take that, I churn it. So that's why it depends on the speaker actually. Some speaker may release so much on Leela. Like they want to speak more about Leela, how Lord reciprocated with the devotees, like that. So I did mention that in Arjuna pastime, how he was dealing like that. But as I said, it depends on the individual, and then it's not out of the context, it is in the context. So I feel I take that liberty to elaborate on what I feel more connected. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Got your answer.
Please come for the next Monday for a continuity. Thank you. Any other question? Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you.